What's the time?
Playtime!
You'll never wear a frown when you play with a clown. Dress her up, cut her up, put her in a tub to drown. You'll have a great time all of the time when you play with Gabby the Clown.
Copyright Playtime Co. Different outfits sold separately. Playtime Co. is not responsible for any paper cuts received from the toy.
Howdy, I'm Gabby the Clown, and today I'm going to be talking about Poppy Playtime. I think that this is probably my favorite of the mascot horror games. Unless Inscription counts as mascot horror, which I don't think it does, but yeah. This is my favorite mascot horror game. I think the art is I think the character designs are so good. I love the story. I think it's really cool. Spoilers for every chapter of Poppy Playtime, obviously, and this channel is not for kids, despite my cartoonish style, and I know kids like Poppy Playtime, but that's too dang bad. I am not for you. Get out. And anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the playtimes. So I actually got into Poppy Playtime before I got into Five Nights at Freddy's. When I first turned 18 and I started watching YouTube stuff, I watched Jacksepticeye a lot, and I watched him play the first two chapters of Poppy Playtime, and back when that was all there was, and I thought it was sick. To be completely honest, I thought it was awesome. I thought like, damn, this shit is fucking cool. I loved chapter 2 especially, which I'm kind of surprised to see that nowadays people seem to hate it. Or at least, like, I've seen a lot of negative comments towards it, and I don't really get it. I mean, like, yeah, it's not as good as chapters that have come after it, but it's not bad. I think it's still pretty good. Like, I think Mommy Longlegs is like weirdly like kind of underrated, which it feels weird to say because like she definitely has a lot of fan art, but I don't know, man. I feel like she always kind of gets like ignored or left out when people talk about Poppy Playtime. Like everyone's like, oh, Huggy Wuggy, he's like the mascot character, and then Poppy is Poppy, and then like there's the fan favorites like the Smiling Critters and Doughy and the Doctor. And then the prototype is the prototype, so Mommy just kind of gets like swept away. Like she has cardboard cutouts like in games that came after chapter 2, but for some reason they don't say anything. It's just static. Like I don't understand that part. I don't get that. Like could they not afford to get the voice actress back to like say like a couple lines for the cardboard cutouts? Like it doesn't. I don't understand. I don't know why that is. I don't know, it just bothers me. That part bothers me. Like, I feel like the only attention that Mommy Longlegs gets is from, less than child-friendly reasons. That makes me a little sad, because I think she was very good as a villain in chapter 2. She's not, like, scary, but she's definitely, like, unsettling, at least to me. Especially, like, during her chase scene, like, when, like, her eyes get, like, super freaking, like, dilated, that face is really creepy, and it's really good. I like it a lot. I think my one complaint with Mommy Longlegs is that she doesn't really look like a spider, but they keep giving her, like, spider things. Like, she has webs, and like Mommy Longlegs is obviously a play on Daddy Longlegs, which is a spider, but she doesn't really look like a spider in any way. That's my one critique of Mommy Longlegs, that she doesn't look like a spider, even though she's apparently kind of supposed to be. Whatever, it doesn't matter that much. I still like her design, even if it's not like, even if it doesn't really scream spider. So I don't really have to change her a lot when I redesign her. I mostly just like changing her outfit and giving her like like some more spider motifs, like giving her more eyes and some webs on her clothes. But yeah, Mommy Longlegs is cool, and she was the reason I started thinking Poppy Playtime was cool. I was like, wow, this character's sick. This character's so neat. And then I started making little OCs for it. I started making my own toy ideas. And actually, I'm just realizing that the way I got into Poppy Playtime kind of mirrors how I got into Doki Doki Literature Club, where I saw a playthrough from Jacksepticeye, and I listened to the Stupendium song for it, and I was like, damn, this shit's fire. This is the coolest ever. So yeah, I guess Jacksepticeye and Stupendium are how I get into everything. Not literally, but anyway. Winning combination, which is not surprising because they're both awesome. Anyway, back to Poppy. Yeah, Mommy Longlegs is cool, and I think she deserves more attention for more reasons than just, she's hot, oh my gosh. It's like, I don't know. Okay, I might ruffle some feathers, but I think it's weird to simp for, pretty much any Poppy Playtime character, because most of them are kids. There are, exceptions, obviously, there's the Doctor, and Miss Gracie, Lily Love Braids, and basically any employees of the facility. That's all fine. But pretty much any other character, unless stated otherwise, is most likely a child. Dude, the doughy simps. It scares me. It's Mommy Longlegs, I can at least understand why it happened, because duh, but Doughy? Really? He acts like a kid too, I don't know, man, it unnerves me, I don't like it. But anyway, that's my one Poppy Playtime hot take with the fandom anyway, is that I don't like that people like the children. It's if you don't know the lore somehow that they're all kids, it's fine, but it's not fine. Anyway, okay, that's my one issue with the fandom, but other than that, they're actually pretty chill, at least from what I've seen. I'm not super active in the Poppy Playtime fandom, which is probably why I haven't seen any drama outside of the super obvious the simping for the children bit, but whatever. Also, Poppy Playtime has a really big kid audience, even though it's not a kid's game, so hoping that it's mostly underage people simping for the underage characters. But anyway, to get out of the hot take zone. But yeah, I like Poppy Playtime. I think the lore is really interesting. I think I might like it more than Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I think it's a lot more interesting. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is junk food. Poppy Playtime is slightly more healthy junk food, I guess. It's slightly more substantial. It's still not perfect or anything, but I think it's really interesting, and there's actually answers to the questions. I don't mind that. I honestly don't mind that FNAF will never get a solid answer, and even if we do, it could get retconned at any minute, because the Five Nights at Freddy's overlords are wishy-washy. I honestly don't mind it, because that's what I'm expecting from Five Nights at Freddy's. There's never gonna be a solid answer for anything, so might as well just have fun and enjoy the ride. Just let it take you on a journey. Go wherever the wind takes you, man. Whatever, dude. But Poppy Playtime is a lot easier to kind of sink your teeth into, because there's some substance to it, and there's answers to the questions, or at least so far there's answers to the questions. How are the toys alive? Science, because the poppy goop, they put the children, they torture the children and put them in the poppy goop, and they fuse with the toys for some gross body horror science shit, and it's so fucked up, but it's really cool as a horror concept. I love body horror, in general. I freaking love body horror. I don't indulge in it a bunch because I just never really have an opportunity to. But that's part of why I'm making a horror comic right now, because I want to sink my teeth into the horror. I love horror so much, but I don't get into it as much as I want to. But Poppy Playtime, I love how like it doesn't hold it back any punches. It doesn't pull its punches. It's like oh yeah, there was this horrific genocide here where all the toys revolted and killed literally every human being in this facility. Anyways, do you want to see it? Do you want to see some rotting corpses, kids? Yippee! Like, they don't care that kids watch the game. They don't care that kids play these games. Like, it's not for kids. If they're gonna get traumatized, whatever. Should have paid attention to like, the age label or whatever. But, yeah. It's just, like... Anyway, I like that it doesn't, like, it's not, like, scared to be scary. Like, it's not always, like, I don't know. I think Poppy Playtime is more disturbing than, like, outright scary, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like, woo, here's the horror monster, woo. Well, I mean, it does do that. I'm not gonna lie and say it does do that. But it's more, I think a lot of the fear from Poppy more so comes from, like, this is making me really uncomfortable. More so than just... It's not just a jump scare fest. There are jump scares, and the monsters are, like, spooky, and the Huggy Wuggy is gonna crawl out of the TV and get you. But it's more like... It's more psychological. It, like... At least for me, it kind of, like, sticks with you, and you're like, damn, I can't believe that that's what's going on here. And, like, damn, these kids were like, damn, this company literally started an orphanage to, like, harvest children for their fucked up experiments to turn them into toys for some godless purpose. And that's so fucked up. And it's really good. It's so good. Like, and, like, just, like, the concept of, like, you go somewhere thinking that, like, they're going to take care of you and keep you safe, only for them to, like, psychologically, like, break down every aspect of your being until you are just, like, a malleable, like, little creature for them to, like, decide who you are, and then, like, have your body, like, twisted and morphed into some freak. Like, that's so fucked up. And it's so good. I fucking love Poppy Playtime. It's so horrific. And it's like, it doesn't hold back from being horrific. And I love it for it. It's so messed up. And it's awful. And it's awesome. But anyway, I think, what was, like, the first... So I think, like, one of the interesting things with Poppy Playtime is that we don't know who we are, which a lot of people are annoyed by, and I definitely understand, but I've also seen people say, like, it doesn't matter who we are, which is also untrue. It does matter. I don't think that the characters would constantly be talking about your past, or, like, alluding to it, if it didn't matter who we were. I don't have the faintest inkling of who we could be, because I'm not an expert on the lore. I am not Matthew Patrick Game Theory. I don't know everything. So anyway, if I make a mistake in this video and I say, like, something stupid, sorry. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about anything, politely please, because I love Poppy Playtime, and I wanna know more about it. Tell me more. But yeah, I think the player character, is going to be important, or at least is somewhat important. Maybe not, like, the most important thing ever, but it definitely does matter, because, like, the characters constantly are like, you used to work here, or, like, if anyone deserves to die alone, it's you, because you used to work here. And I've seen
I have seen like a couple of theories. I saw somebody say that they think the player is Laith Pierre, like the CEO guy who is kind of like in charge, and I politely disagree. I'm sure there is evidence for it, but I feel like there's way more evidence for it not to be purely because like maybe I'm biased because I fucking hate Laith Pierre, but I don't think he would come back for his employees. Like, if he found out they were still alive, I don't think he would come back to try and save them. And I don't think he would feel guilty, so I don't think any of the nightmare sequences of the player obviously feeling horrible for everything that they've, like, experienced and done. I don't think that Laith Pierre would feel bad. I think he would just, like, tell them to get over it. Also, the doctor would have recognized us, for sure, because the doctor fucking hates Laith Pierre too. The one time I disagree, the one time I agree with the guy. But like, so my personal theory about the player character, I think that they worked in play care, and they weren't any higher up than that. I think they just worked in play care, because the only times that, like, a character, at least from my memory, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, the only times in my memory that a character, like, mentions that we worked here, or, like, recognizing us, is Mommy Longlegs, and, Miss Delight being like, I remember you! Yeah, you used to work here! So I'm pretty sure we worked in play care, but I don't think we went beyond that, because I don't remember any characters after Chapter 3 mentioning, like, oh, I remember you, like, you worked here, wow, that's crazy. So I'm pretty sure we worked in play care. I have no idea who specifically we are, or any, like, other details, but yeah, I'm, like, 90% sure that we worked in play care, in some capacity. But yeah, that's just a theory. A clown theory. Thanks for watching. That hurt my throat. But yeah, I do think the player character is going to matter to an extent, but I don't think it's going to be the most important thing. Because I feel like if it was, like, super, super important, then it would have been revealed by now. But I also think if it wasn't important at all, we wouldn't be getting any hints about, like, how our player, like, how the character, like, thinks, or, like, their past, or how they feel about things. And there's a lot of, like, hints about, like, what, like, how they feel, and why they're there. Like, their nightmare sequence in Chapter 3, like, being, like, a loop of, like, guilt, and, like, you did this, like, fuck you, we hate you. Not exactly that, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, that kind of, like, because the player character obviously feels guilty about being involved with Playtime Co., and possibly, like, being directly involved with the children suffering. But yeah, and so I'm stuttering a bit. I'm having a hard time articulating myself today. Apologies. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about my favorite designs and least favorite designs now, because why not? So this isn't gonna be in any particular order. Except for last place, because last place is Kickin' Chicken. I fucking hate Kickin' Chicken. I don't know what it is, but he makes me, like, irrationally angry. Just, like, looking at him. I hate this chicken. I want him dead. Send him to KFC, man. I don't want to see him. I don't want to hear him. He makes me mad. I don't know why. I hate him. Like, about to recite the Am hate speech to this stupid little chicken. But I don't know why. Like, none of the other smiling critters, like, make me mad, so I don't think it's just, like, the smiling critters design philosophy. Like, I love a lot of them. Like, Bobby Bearhug is one of my favorite characters. At least, like, one of my favorite character designs. I think she's the cutest little creature ever to exist. But I take one look at that fucking chicken and I get like so angry and I don't know why. He's so ugly. Like, it's not even ugly in like a cute, like, oh, he's so ugly, I love him kind of way. Like, no, he's just ugly and it makes me mad. Like, I don't know, man. I think maybe it's because, like, I don't think, like, the smiling critter mouth works with a beak. Oh, and, like, he only has, like, the top part of his beak. Like, what? Why? He's so ugly. He's so ugly and I hate him. I hate him so much. Anyway, designs that I like. I like pretty much every other design aside from that guy. I don't know why. I just fucking hate Kickin' Chicken. I don't know what it is. I feel a little bad, but not that bad because I hate him so much, dude. But, yeah. Pretty much every other character design fucking rocks, which is one of the reasons I love Poppy Playtime, is because every chapter we get a new character that looks really cool, and that's always really exciting. Like, what sick-ass character are we gonna see now? Which made it kind of hard, like, redesigning them for this video, like, redesigning a bunch of characters for this video, made it really difficult because I like so many of their designs. Like, later on I'm gonna be redesigning the prototype, which is very hard because I love the prototype's design already. So I was like, oh, what do I do? How do I make him look different? So I just kind of looked at the shrine that Catnap made for him and I was like, okay, I'll include this and that. I was like, yeah, that looks cool. But yeah, I love the prototype's design. His reveal was so hype. That whole scene, dude, that whole freaking Lily Lovebraid's party scene, so good. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Like, it was so good. The voice acting was great. The tension was so good. The writing was good. And, like, okay, this is something I don't see people talk about in Poppy Playtime enough. And that's, like, how the characters, like, move. Like, the acting from, like, the characters. It's not like, is acting the correct word if it's animated? I don't care. Like, the body language and, like, the expression work, so good. Like, especially in this scene. This scene is, like, the pinnacle of what Poppy Playtime makes me feel inside. Like, it's like, really fucked up, but it's also, like, really cool, and, like, how the characters, like, the prototype especially. I need to start with the prototype. So, because I have the most to say, let's think. Anyway, so the prototype can't move his face, so you would think that would mean, like, oh, he's not very expressive, that's kind of lame. No, his body language is so good. Like, oh my gosh, when he's like, when he's like talking to Poppy and he's like, and you repay me by bringing in an outsider, and then, like, his head, like, turns upside down and he flips to look at you, like, oh, that's so cool. And then, like, when he accidentally, like, cracks Poppy's head, and, like, and we know it's an accident because he flinches and he's like, whoop, like, he shakes his head and, like, flinches back a little bit, and then he drops her and he's like, ooh, didn't mean to do that, whoops. And then he turns to you, and he, like, gets all up in your face, and then he looks at you with, like, just the one eye. So good. Oh my gosh. His body language is so good. They did such a good job of keeping him expressive, without having to have, like, facial expressions. That's so good! It's so good! And I love Lily Lovebraids. I loved Lily Lovebraids from the trailer, when people were like, oh, her design is so ugly. No, she looks cool, and she always looked cool, and I see people, like, turning their opinions around now that they know her personality. It's like, ha! Fools, doubters. She's cool, man. She's so good. Oh, I think she might have been one of my favorite parts of Chapter 5. Now I'm just rambling about Chapter 5 because I think that's what I have the most to say about, because it's the most new one, and I loved it so much. Oh my gosh. So, Lily Lovebraids is so cool. I love her design. I love purple, so obviously I'm gonna have a bias, but she's so cool. I love that she's, like, Playtime Co.'s version of a Barbie, and she's, like, trapped in this, like, Barbie dream house, but, like, my theory for Lily Lovebraids, from the trailer, I initially thought that, oh, she's like so clean, and she's got like this whole like nice place, so maybe she's like the prototype's other favorite besides Poppy. Maybe she's like getting special treatment, kept separate from everything. But I was like half right, but also completely wrong. So she was definitely being kept separate from everything, but it's because the prototype fucking hates her ass, because she was Miss Gracie, which was like this Miss Rachel, but evil figure who was like brainwashing the kids after they got like horribly mangled and turned into these toys. And she was like the one like conditioning them to act like the toys. And after like during the hour of joy, they all like grabbed her, they like dragged her out and like forced her to like be turned into like the Lily Lovebraid's toy, and then they stuffed her in a room with like her own tapes of herself like hypnotizing the kids, playing over and over for like I think it was like 100-something days, until she cracked and she broke, and she like didn't even remember she didn't even realize that the woman on the screen was her by the end of it. And it's like, oh, that tape of Lily like breaking down was so good. I think that's my favorite tape in the entire game, not just chapter 5. I think that's my favorite tape of all of Poppy Playtime. It's so good. The voice actress did such a good job, and it's so well written, and it's so good. It's so good. Oh! Lily Lovebraid's so cool. So cool. And the writing is so good. I love the tapes, dude. I love the voice acting for these games, man. Like, everyone does such a good job. Like, nobody's ever giving it like minimal effort. No, they're putting 100% of their soul into this, and I appreciate it so much. I love voice acting, and like seeing people put so much passion into it. Like, I can so one of my favorite things to do is like look at like behind the scenes stuff for like media that I like, and especially like the voice acting aspect of it, like seeing people like in the booth, like and you can kind of like see how passionate they are based on like their body language. And one of my favorite things is when you can when someone is so passionate about the performance that they're doing that they're like moving around like in the booth. And I haven't seen any like behind the scenes Poppy Playtime videos, but from what I'm hearing, like I can almost guarantee that at least some of these people are like waving their arms around passionately while they're talking. Like, I am, it's so good, dude. Everyone is so good at it, and it makes me so happy. Nobody's like cutting corners. Nobody's like, oh, it's just Poppy Playtime. I'm just gonna like do a performance, whatever. No, they're putting everything into it, and I love them for it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. As I already said, I love Lily Lovebraid's performance. Doughy the Dough Man. Doughy the Dough Man, I didn't even realize it was Michael Kovac, and I still wouldn't to this day if I wasn't told that he was voiced by Jack's Digital Circus. I would never have in a million years guessed that. Good job, W. Michael. Common Michael Kovac W. But yeah, and like he does such a good job. Oh my gosh, like Doughy, like he's like constantly like switching tones from like for like 3 different people. Like he has like the more like kind of like mature, like calm, like trying to like be the leader, and then there's like the angry, like the angry like aggressive one, and then there's like the scared kid, and he like constantly like flips between them, but like in a subtle way, because he has to like maintain the same Doughy voice, but he changes it just slightly depending on which kid is speaking, and it's so good. It's so good. I just love Doughy as a whole. I love his design too. He was also very difficult to redesign because I love his design already. Because it does such a good job of like foreshadowing and like subtly hinting at like there's 3 people inside of here, but like the 3 hands on his like stomach like swirling into each other. so good. It's so good. And it's just, it's so good. It's so cool. I love Doey. I love Poppy Playtime. And also the Doctor. Oh my gosh, the Doctor. His voice actor does such a good job. Well, everyone does such a good job, but like, he does such a good job. I love his voice so much, dude. He sounds so cool. The Doctor's such a good villain, and I'm so glad he's back. I saw people getting mad that he came back, or like annoyed that he came back. Why? His potential, he had not reached his full potential yet. Like, they killed him off in like a really stupid, like lame way in chapter 4, and people were mad that he was gone, and I was mad that he was gone. And now he's back, and he has a chance to be cool again, and die in like a cool way. And now people are like, oh, I can't believe they brought him back. That's so lame. Like, shut up! He's so cool. Why are you mad? He's so cool. Like, oh no, my lobster is too buttery, my steak is too juicy. They brought back one of the best villains. Oh no. Whatever, man. Also, I can't wait for him to crash out on us about losing the Omni Hand, which is the whole reason we killed him. Well, not the whole reason, because we obviously killed him because he's a fucking monster, but it's gonna be so funny. I do hope that they don't try to redeem him. If they try to redeem the Doctor, I will be, annoyed. I'll be very annoyed. Because, first of all, he would not want to be redeemed, because he doesn't think he did anything wrong. He doesn't give a shit. Like, he's just mildly, he's just annoyed that the kids revolted. He's not even like scared or like, oh my gosh, they killed everybody, that's so horrible. He's like, oh, they're so annoying, I can't believe they did that shit. Lame, couldn't be me, L. Like, he's such a bitch. He's so like cartoonishly evil, and if they change that and make him like a good guy, beyond, like, I don't mind us like teaming up with him, because like we don't really have a choice right now. Like, we're gonna fucking die if we don't get some help from somebody competent. But if they actually try to redeem him and make him like a good person, I'm going to have a fit. I'm going to get mad because he is such a that's like trying to make William Afton like seem like a good guy. Honestly, I think the Doctor's worse than William Afton, because William Afton, he just killed the kids. Like, Harley Sawyer, like, psychologically and physically tormented them beyond the point of recognition. What he did to Yarnaby is enough to push him over the edge for me as the worst person. Like, Yarnaby was like a terrified child, most likely a very young child, because he doesn't even act like a kid, he acts like a dog. It's like, he was probably like a toddler, and Yarnaby was like getting attached to like the people who were nice to him, and the Doctor was like, no, actually, I want this one for myself because I think it's funny, so I'm gonna isolate him, and I'm gonna be the only person that he interacts with, so that he's completely codependent on me, and yeah, because I think it's funny. Like, it wasn't even for any, like, scientific reason, he was just like, this is funny, I'm having a great time, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, he's so evil, and I love him for it. I love that he's just an evil bastard who has such a great time being an evil bastard. That's my favorite type of villain, is evil guy who knows that they're evil and has a really fun time being evil. That's so fun. It's always so fun, and the Doctor is such a good example of that, and if they change that, if they try to make him sympathetic or redeemable, I am going to lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna have a doughy crash out. You and Poppy, you ruined everything. But anyway, oh, speaking of Poppy, I have very, it's kind of funny, so, I watch, like, 2 streamers consistently. One of them, doesn't really mind Poppy, but the other one, Quinnaman, and, his friend group, they hate Poppy so much, and it's really funny. So like whenever Poppy is on screen, they're like, oh, it's this bitch again. And then like when Poppy was like trapped with Kissy in Lily's basement, they were like, I'm just saving Kissy. I don't care about you. I only want Kissy. Can we just save Kissy? Fuck you, Poppy. And like it's really funny. But I think that Poppy is a bit of a misunderstood character. As much as I find it funny, when people like hate on her, it's really funny. But I also think that she's a very misunderstood character. So Poppy is a little girl, and she's trapped in like this very tiny, extremely fragile body. So obviously she's gonna stay out of the way and run away when there's danger, cause like the prototype smashed her head without even trying. Like he like crushed her skull in, and he didn't even mean to. He was like, "Oop, whoopsies." So like, what do you think is gonna happen to her if she tries to go against somebody who actually does want to kill her? She's gonna die immediately. What is she gonna do? Obviously she's gonna get people who are like bigger and stronger than her to do the dirty work, because she physically cannot do it. Like obviously she's not gonna run headfirst into danger, no, because she would immediately die. Like one shot, instant kill, no more Poppy, the playtime is over, womp womp. Like, so obviously she's what do you guys want her to do? Like, yeah, it sucks that she keeps running away and forcing us to go into danger, but she's also like 9 years old, traumatized, and like has like 1 HP. Like, what is she gonna do? Like, I feel really bad for her, because like everyone for some reason expects her to have all the answers, like in universe, not like in the meta, but like in universe, everyone always looks to her to have all the answers and to know what to do, and like she doesn't, because she's 9. At like the oldest, she's 10. And like Mob Entertainment confirmed that like they don't age, like they're still very much children, just no matter how much time passes. So Poppy is like 10 at the oldest, trying desperately to save everyone and keep everything together and do the right thing under so much pressure from every single person in the Playtime Co. And like she just got out of her case. She doesn't know what's going on. Well, she does know what's going on, but she's trying so hard to fix everything, and she can't even fix anything because she's 10 and she doesn't know what to do. And it's really sad that people keep like expecting her to know what to do when like obviously she doesn't. Why would Poppy know how to kill the prototype? Why would Poppy know how to save the orphans? She doesn't. And it's really sad seeing like this like child trying desperately to be the leader that everyone wants her to be, and she does, and expect her to have all the answers and know everything, and she doesn't. And it's really sad, and I feel really bad for her. But that doesn't make making fun of her any less funny, to be honest. It's like, it's really funny still. Unfortunately, it's still really funny. But yeah, I have empathy in my heart for Poppy Playtime. Like obviously she's gonna run away and like make stupid decisions. She's doing her best. Like that's every character is just doing their best. She just makes mistakes, and her mistakes are like, unfortunately, because she's the leader character, her mistakes end up having way worse consequences than most other characters, and it's really sad. Yeah, Poppy play game, sad. Oh, also, I really like that. I really like the reveal of not only Ollie being the prototype, but the prototype being Ollie. So, at the end of chapter 4, it turns out that Ollie, like this like child we were listening to the whole time, turns out he's the prototype. Who could have seen that coming? Even though it was obvious, the reveal was still really good. It was still really well executed. So I don't mind that it was predictable. I don't mind a twist being obvious if the execution is still good. I don't mind. But then in chapter 5, there's a tape that reveals that the prototype was made using a kid named Ollie, who was Elliot Ludwig's son. And okay, so my theory is that Elliot Ludwig had his daughter Poppy. Obviously, we all know this. If you didn't, that's okay. You don't have to know everything. Anyway, so Elliot Ludwig had his daughter Poppy, and she died somehow. So he started experimenting with ways to bring back the dead. But he didn't want to start with Poppy in case things went wrong, because he didn't want to lose her for a second time. So, instead, he opened this orphanage and he adopted this kid named Oliver, and he was like, okay, Ollie, I'm your dad now. And Ollie was like, wow, thanks, I have a family now. And then like, you're an experiment now. Good luck, kid. And he got turned into what I assume is like a Jack-in-the-Box toy, because that's kind of what the prototype looks like from like the waist up, is like a Jack-in-the-Box, at least to me. But anyway, Ollie got turned into Jack-in-the-Box, and he was traumatized and was like, what the fuck, Dad? You don't even care about me, this is all for Poppy. And Elliot was like, no, it's okay, I still love you, we could be a family if you want, I guess. Fuck Elliot Ludwig, by the way. But anyway, yeah, so Ollie was a prototype. Whoa, big shock. But no, he was like a first round of like, can we put a child in a toy body? Like, and then they did it to Poppy. And yeah, I wasn't super articulate, but I hope it made sense. So yeah, so Oliver, is jealous of Poppy, and he hates her, but he also loves her, because that's his baby sister. As I'm gonna be honest, I kind of always got the vibe from the prototype that he was more like, a bitter sibling rather than like a dad, because people were convinced for a really long time that the prototype was Elliot Ludwig, and I respectfully disagreed, because I didn't get like dad vibes from the prototype. I didn't get like the way he talked about Poppy didn't really seem like I'm like an overprotective dad trying to get his daughter out of the way. Like, no, I didn't get that vibe. I didn't get that vibe. It always felt like more like a bitter sibling, who was like, you need to listen to me because I'm the oldest, or like whatever. And I was right. So that was kind of cool. I was right. But there's like a layer to it now. It's like, oh, also, I don't know if anybody else remembered. I'm sure it's probably been already pointed out, because the Poppy Playtime fandom has a lot of theorists, and like people who connect dots, people who are way smarter than me. So I'm definitely not the first person to point this out, but in chapter 3, while we're going through that like looping hallway, the radio says that the body of a young boy was found on Elliot Ludwig's property with his organs cut out. And guess what happened? And guess what? The prototype is a young boy that Elliot Ludwig adopted. Wow. So that came back. Like, I honestly wasn't expecting that to come back. I thought that was just kind of like nightmare sequence bullshit. But nope. It was very significant to the plot, which is very cool. And yeah, I really love Poppy Playtime. I have such a great time with it. Like every chapter is really fun to watch. Chapter 4 was kind of a mess, but it was a really funny mess. at least to watch. Like, I watched, Quinnaman play it day one, and, like, there was this one part where, like, they went into, like, a room to do a puzzle with gears, and, like, the light just kept glowing, and, like, brighter and brighter, like, the longer they were in there, until, like, the whole screen was basically just, like, a light, and it was really funny, and, yeah, it's just, it's a really fun game to watch people play, so confession, I have not actually played Poppy Playtime myself, which is why I don't talk about the gameplay, because I do not have a right to speak on it. I am only here, I am here for the story. I would play it if I had a way to play it and it didn't cost money. But as of now, but currently I do not have, I don't even have a PC to play it, and it costs money, and I don't want to spend money on Poppy Playtime. I'm sorry, but anyway, yeah, I love Poppy Playtime for its story. I love the art. I love the character design so much. The voice acting is so good. And I love. Oh, dude, I love the freaking toy commercials that they do for every chapter too. It's so fun. I love the commercials so much, dude. They're always so cool. I think, who's my favorite? I think Doey has my favorite toy commercial. I like the Smiling Critters cartoon, but it doesn't really feel like a commercial. I think the Smiling Critters cartoon is, like, really good as, like, a thing. Like, the animation is so cute. I love it dearly. But I think Doey's is a lot better as, like, a fake toy commercial. Like, that's something that I would see, like, in between episodes of Nick Jr. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that I would see on TV at my grandma's house. Like, at 10 a.m. Trying, like, and, like, it's, Doey's commercial is very nostalgic to me, because it reminds me of commercials that I, like, watched whenever I went over to my grandma's house because she had cable. And it was just, like, yeah, I like Doey's commercial a lot. Like, also, I think he has the best jingle out of any of the characters. Don't at me. And yeah, to wrap it up, I'm gonna reveal my favorite toy. Pause if you want to guess who my favorite character is. Okay, so my favorite is Yarnaby. I love Yarnaby to death. I loved Yarnaby from the moment I saw him in like a teaser. I love his design so much. Like, even if Poppy Playtime didn't exist, if I saw a plushie of Yarnaby out in the wild and I didn't even know what it was, I would snatch that thing up in an instant because he's so cute. I will say I do like the U2's plush of him way more than the official plush. I think the official plush is kind of weird looking. I like the U2's plush a lot more because it looks like how he looks in 2D, which is his cutest form to me. I think he's adorable. I think he's very adorable. I think he's the cutest little fella ever. And he did not get burned by the player. Actually, I adopted him, and he's my baby now. Sorry. Second favorite is Bobby Bear Hug. They're my favorite. She's my favorite smiling critter. And I love her to death. And my third and final favorite is, a tie between the prototype and Kissy Missy. I love Kissy Missy so much. She's so cute, and there are certain characters I feel very parental towards, and Kissy Missy is one of them. Like, that's my daughter, and I love her so much, and I want to get her out of this awful situation. I gotta save her, bro. But yeah, and the prototype is the prototype. He's so cool. I love his design. I love his voice. Dude, I fucking love characters who have, like, whose voices are, like, kind of like a mash of, like, different clips of, like, other people talking. It's so good. It's one of my favorite tropes of anything ever.
And I like clowns, so I'm kind of biased towards the prototype because I like clowns. Who would have guessed? Well, he's a jester. I don't care. But yeah, those are my favorites. And yeah, let me know who your favorite Poppy Playtime character is, and tell me why. Tell me why ain't nothing but okay. The Doctor's also really cool. I think he's one of my favorite villains in anything. I think he's really good. Also, next chapter, my one wish for the next chapter is that we get to kill Leith Pierre, or at least find out how he died, and he better be dead. If we don't get to kill him ourselves, I want to hear his Hour of Joy tape. I want to miss Gracie, hearing him suffer and getting like dragged out of his office. I want him dead. I want his head on a platter. I hate Leith Pierre so much. So yeah, I hope we get to hear him suffer. I hate that smug fucking bastard. Anyway, yeah, Poppy Playtime, woohoo! Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe if you would like to. For my next video, I'm going to be doing a question and answer video for the first year anniversary of when I started making videos on April 8th. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, there will be a community post up either now or in a little bit. So head on over there if you want to be in the video. I think that'd be very fun. So yay! Anyway, I hope you have a great night, day, or whatever time it is where you are. Cheers!